Good evening, everyone. I'm reporting live on today's top story. I am Joyce Samuel. Here are the headlines for today. South Korea investigates fees of local crypto exchanges. Czech government resists fourth overthrow attempt amid $45 million Bitcoin scandal. Iran orders crypto exchange curfew after $100 million was hacked on Nobitex exchange. Trump orders the Genius stablecoin bill brought to his desk ASAP. US to likely strike Iran in coming days. Will Bitcoin price crash? CZ, Binance co-founder, suggests user will function to distribute crypto in case of death. Welcome once again. South Korea investigates fees of local crypto exchanges. South Korea's newly elected president Lee Jae-myung reportedly promised to reduce crypto trading transaction costs as part of his presidential campaign. South Korea's financial regulator plans to investigate transaction fees charged by domestic cryptocurrency exchanges, aiming to reduce trading costs for users, according to local media. South Korean Financial Service Commission (FSC) will launch a probe into transaction fees imposed by local trading platforms and review potential intervening measures, the Herald Economy reported on Thursday. The move is part of South Korea's newly elected president Lee Jae-myung's broader pro-crypto agenda. Lee reportedly promised to reduce crypto trading transaction costs to support young traders as part of his presidential campaign. As part of the probe, the FSC plans to conduct a survey of crypto exchanges on their current fee system, charging method, and collected amounts. Moving forward, do local exchanges charge more than overseas platforms? According to Herald Economy, the FSC announced its plan to investigate crypto exchange fees during a policy briefing before the State Affairs Planning Committee, which serves as a presidential transition team for the Lee Jae-myung administration. We need to examine whether the current fee of domestic exchanges are an excessive burden on consumers and whether they are at an appropriate level compared to overseas cases, an FSC official reportedly said. The FSC also mentioned that it has not yet set a target commission rate and plans to establish policy standards based on a cooperative analysis of domestic and foreign exchanges and user preferences. Furthermore, exchange supervision fees of 0.6% among previous efforts. South Korea plans to investigate the cost of crypto trades on exchanges. Comes months after the regulator reportedly requested exchanges to pay a 0.6% fee on operating revenue as a supervision fee in March 2025. According to a report by the local news agency NAVA, the estimated amount of annual supervision fee by the South Korean crypto industry would be 8 billion Korean won, which is $5.8 million. Operating revenue is based on the 2023 fiscal year, with Upbit's parent firm, Dunamo, reportedly netting 986.2 billion won, which is $714 million, while smaller exchanges like BitHome and Coin1 totaled 135.8 billion, which is $98 million, and 22.4 billion won, which is $16 million that year, respectively. Crypto News had approached the FSC and local self-regulatory organization DAXA for comments regarding the news, but did not receive a response at the time of publication. Czech government resists fourth overthrow attempt amid $45 million Bitcoin scandal. The Czech Republic's Civil Democratic Party surveyed another no-confidence vote, triggered by opposition party concerns over $45 million Bitcoin donation linked to a convicted criminal. Czech Prime Minister Petr Fiala's Civil Democratic Party withstood a fourth attempt to topple their government in 3 years, this time with opposition parties uniting against them over a $45 million Bitcoin scandal. The scandal centers around 1 billion Czech koruna, which is $45 million Bitcoin donation made to the Ministry of Justice on May 27 by Tomasz Derikowski, a man previously convicted of drug trafficking, weapon offenses, and embezzlement. The no confidence motion brought by Czech opposition parties ANO, SPD and the Pirates received only 94 votes, 7 shy of the 101 needed to pass. The votes came after more than 24 hours of debate in Parliament, according to a report from České noviny on Monday. No confidence votes are made when a person or opposition party believes the current leadership is no longer able to govern effectively. While Filia's party survived the no confidence vote, the controversy adds to growing concern over how government officials are getting involved in crypto-related activities that may be conflicting with their duties. Recent controversies include US President Donald Trump's profiting from his long list of crypto ventures, and Argentina President Javier Milei's involvement in the Libra token scandal. Moving forward, the Czech Prime Minister admits mistakes were made. Filia said that the $45 million Bitcoin donation could have been prevented and acknowledged that the incident has shaken public confidence in his party. The Civil Democratic Party will take responsibility for ethical misconduct, Filia said in a Czech English translated statement from České noviny reports. However, he accused the opposition parties of using the debate to throw dirt, insults and lies at his party in an X post on Wednesday. The other 3 no confidence votes against Civil Democratic parties spanned between September 2022 and October 2023, concerning issues related to energy, inflation and spying. Furthermore, newly appointed Justice Minister to probe the Bitcoin donation. The incident led to former Justice Minister Pavel Blazic's resignation on May 30, while Finance Minister Zbigniew Stanjura is also facing pressure to resign amid claims that he knew of the donation. On June 10, Czech President Petr Pavel swore in Eva Dikros as the new Minister of Justice, who promised to order an independent probe into the ministry action. She has since said that the Ministry of Justice under her leadership would provide cooperation in the investigation of the donation case. Moving forward, details of the controversial Bitcoin donation. Jerikovsky offered the Ministry of Justice around a one-third of his crypto wallet holdings, which is 1,561 Bitcoin, as a donation authorized by a court ruling that returned his previous sized devices. However, Jerikovsky, who was sentenced in 2017 and released in 2021, was also previously in control of another 3,855.15 Bitcoin tied to the illicit website called Nucleus Market. Tech expert Jerry Berger, who was in attendance when Jerikovsky opened the wallet with 1,561 Bitcoin, said that they cannot access the larger stash of 3,815.15 Bitcoin due to it being stored on older tech. Iran orders crypto exchange curfew after $100 million was hacked from Nobitech exchange. Chain analyst head of National Security Intelligence told Crypto News that the curfew is likely an attempt to prevent people from transferring capital out of the country. The Central Bank of Iran has reportedly imposed strict operating hours on its domestic crypto exchange, following a $100 million exploit on Nobitech by a pro-Israel hacker group. In a blog post on Wednesday, Chain Analysis cited reports saying domestic crypto exchanges in Iran are now limited to operating hours between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Chain Analysis head of National Security Agency, Andrew Feynman, told Crypto News that the curfew is likely an attempt to stay on top of any further attack because incidents are easier to triage. Incidents are easier to triage if they are not happening in the middle of the night. Nobitech was hacked on Wednesday morning, according to the exchange. Secondly, while the people of Iran leverage cryptocurrency exchanges to facilitate
cross-border transactions. Which one is across?
To facilitate cross-border transactions. The Iranian regime may want to assert more control over their citizens' transactions, Fairman said. Iran's central bank has imposed restrictions on exchanges before. In December, it ordered a temporary shutdown of all crypto exchanges to prevent its national currencies, the Iranian rial, from being exchanged and depreciating further. Israel launched multiple strikes inside Iran on June 13. The two countries have been trading blows ever since. Moving forward, Nobitex hackers burned the stolen crypto. Nobitex was exploited for at least $100 million in assets based on current estimates, spanning a range of crypto including Bitcoin, Ether, Dogecoin, XRP, and Solana. Pro-Israel hacker crew John Shen Darande has claimed responsibility for the exploit after allegedly infiltrating Nobitex's internal system and draining its hot wallets. The 10 analysis team said in the report that it appears the attacker-controlled wallets were burner addresses lacking private key access, making them irretrievable. While hacks historically have almost always been for financial gain, this event stands out given the intent that appears to have been politically motivated to take funds away from the regime, Fireman said. Burning tokens means they are permanently removed from circulation. Generally, this is achieved by sending them to an inaccessible wallet address. Furthermore, Nobitex says situation is under control. Following the hack, Nobitex served all internal access to its server, the communication team said in a statement to X on Wednesday. As part of Nobitex's going-on response to the recent security incident, we would likely to inform our users that the situation is now under control, they said. At the moment, user access is still unavailable, but the exchange said the Nobitex reserve fund will cover all assets lost in the hack. The Nobitex technical team is also emptying the exchange's online hot wallets and sending them to offline cold storage device to prevent further exploits and losses. In addition, the internet disruptions and blocked access to external server may result in a longer than usual timeline for restoring user access to the platform, the Nobitex communication team said. Moving forward, Nobitex is a critical hub in Iran's crypto ecosystem. Chain analysis said it tracked Nobitex's total inflows and found it has well over $11 billion compared to just under $7.5 billion for the next 10 largest Iranian exchanges combined. It is the go-to platform for Iranian users seeking access to global crypto markets and is a central pillar of the country's digital asset ecosystem, according to Chain analysis. Nobitex isn't just a local exchange. It serves as a critical hub within Iran's heavily sanctioned crypto ecosystem, enabling access to global markets for users who were cut off from traditional finances. The exchange also has links to a range of groups considered terrorists in the Western world, such as the Houthi rebel in Yemen, a pro-Al-Qaeda propaganda channel, and sanctioned Russian crypto exchanges, Binance and Bitpapa. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Trump orders the junior stablecoin bill brought to his desk ASAP. U.S. President Donald Trump wants House members to pass the key stablecoin bill lightning fast so that he can sign it into law. U.S. President Donald Trump has urged the House to pass the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoin Act as soon as possible so he can officially sign it into law. The Senate just passed an incredible bill that is going to make America the undisputed leader in digital assets, Trump said before calling on the House of Representatives to pass the bill lightning fast in a Truth Social post on Thursday. Get it to my desk ASAP, no delay, no add-on, the US president said of the genius Act. His post came after the U.S. Senate passed the Genius Act in a 68-30 vote on Tuesday. A vote in the House is next, where Republicans also hold a slim majority over Democrats. U.S. to likely strike Iran in coming days. Will Bitcoin price crash? Senior U.S. officials are preparing for a possible strike on Iran in the coming days, according to people familiar with the matter who told Bloomberg on Wednesday. Traders have turned more cautious now, anticipating a Bitcoin price crash ahead. According to the reports by Bloomberg on June 18, the U.S. federal agency are preparing to potentially strike Iran over the weekend. However, the situation is still evolving and could change with diplomatic talk planned between foreign ministers from the UK, France, Germany and others on Friday. Speaking to reporters earlier outside the White House, President Donald Trump declined to say whether he has made any decision to join Israel against Iran. I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do, he said. Bitcoin price may crash below $100,000 due to panic selling amid fears of deeper U.S. involvement in the Middle East. Traders have turned cautious amid the recent geopolitical conflicts, with BTC price showing huge volatility and uncertainty. Bitcoin price has moved sideways in the past 24 hours, with the price currently trading near $105,000. The price fell to a low of $103,602 amid heightened uncertainty in the market. Furthermore, the trading volume has decreased by 10% in the last 24 hours, indicating a decline in interest among traders. Polling market data showed 82% odd of the U.S. military action against Iran before July as reports surfaced about readiness for a possible strike. Meanwhile, U.S. stock future dip and gold jumps as Washington is preparing for a possible strike on Iran. The U.S. dollar index climbs near 99. Moreover, the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield remains unchanged at 4.391% at the time of writing, after rising sharply earlier. Finally, on the news today, CZ, Binance co-founder, suggests user will function to distribute crypto in case of death. Binance founder CZ said crypto platform must prepare for the inevitable by enabling users to pass on digital assets after they die. Binance founder and former CEO CZ asked crypto platform to adopt a will function to enable users to distribute their digital assets in the event of their death. This is a topic people avoid, but the fact is humans cannot live forever, CZ wrote on X. Every platform should have a will function so that when someone is no longer around, their assets can be distributed to designated accounts according to specified proportion, he said. The call comes as Binance rolls out a new emergency contact and inheritance features as part of its June 12 update, allowing users to designate heirs who can claim their crypto assets if they die. The update allows the platform to notify a user's emergency contact after prolonged inactivities. That contact can then initiate an inheritance claim. Moving forward, crypto community highlights need for will function. Ex-user Crypto Brave HQ praised Binance's new emergency feature, calling it really thoughtful. The user claimed that more than $1 billion in crypto assets go unclaimed each year due to untimely deaths and a lack of proper mechanism. Other community members also welcomed the feature but expressed concerns over its limitations. One user, Uniswap12, said that Binance accounts hold tokenized wealth and intangible value such as article, social presence, and community influence. This is even more important to me than cash assets, he noted, proposing the ideas of transferring full account to heirs, similar to how phone number can be passed down. Others echoes the need for proper inheritance planning in Web3. Ex-user Gazi called it a reality we can't ignore, while Bin praised the update as a step toward true decentralization, saying users will feel more secure knowing their digital wealth can be passed on. Furthermore, the need for a crypto will. In 2023, Dubai-based lawyer Irina Hevia told Crypto News Hack that many families are left unable to recover assets after a loved one's death, and urged holders to discuss their crypto holdings and formally include it in estate planning. Hevia said that most crypto investors fall between the age of 27 and 42, a group unlikely to prioritize end-of-life financial arrangements. However, she said that preparing a will is the minimum step investors should take. Incase said that will must include detailed technical instruction on accessing digital assets, not just mentioning their existence. That will be all for now. We'll continue to bring you latest updates as more information becomes available. Stay with us for more breaking news, and do well to subscribe, like, share, and comment your thoughts below for real-time interaction. Reporting live from Crypto News Hack, I am Joy Samuel. Thanks for watching. Good night.